Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So we are back at the northernmost, if you will, Blue River Road closure area. I've done investigations in both this one and the one on the south end. Basically, I've only been to either of them only one time, so we're back here. We're gonna take another little poke around, see what kind of stuff I can see from the road here. Maybe find a trail or something, see if we can't find some more evidence of the old world, guys. Hope everybody's doing well, and I will see you at my first spot. So we're barely even halfway in here, guys. The last time I was here, and I'm gonna try to insert the links in the description to the best of my ability, but we followed a trail down alongside the river here on the lower end of the road, and eventually I made my way back out of there. Some of these trails, you never know where they're going or when they're gonna end. But right away here, this is a super steep hill. Sorry, meant to have you backed out. So I won't be climbing up this one, guys, but if I can get you up here, got some massive stuff going on. And there's a little corner here. Oops, sorry. There's a little corner here with a little valley, it looks like. We'll get down there in a minute. There's a ton of little like spillways that come down from the top. We've dug around in a few of those. And I really want to get up there. It's a pretty steep hill. But, you know, it looks like there was some kind of a structure up here, in my opinion. And it keeps going and going. Try to get you in here if I can. Show you the extent of this. Keep walking. Pretty nice morning. I think it's in the middle 30s right now. Left most of my layers at home because I know I'll be sweating my ass off soon enough. But it's supposed to get up around 60 today. And then basically, shoot, it might even continue some more. Excuse me. Just a massive steep incline here. Alright, so we're about to find the end of it, possibly. I really can't tell, guys. It might even continue on. There's something going on up here. Oh yeah, there's something crazy going on up there. Sorry guys, I hear something down in the woods. Not sure if it's an animal or a person. But we're gonna continue down the road here for just a little bit. I'll show you anything else interesting that I find. I will never understand this sort of mentality, but so move down the road here just a little bit. Got this massive valley. I'm not going to be able to get you some of these views because the sun is poking up over these destroyed megastructures here. So that kind of corners around there and continues way up top. It's going to be hard for me to show you. You'll have to take my word for it. Then we've got this little valley here, or spillway. And then it continues again on this side. Trying to get you. It's gonna be hard to get your way up here. But just the angles and stuff that I'm seeing in these, so-called rock formations, it's very interesting. And of course, you've got this type of stuff all along the hill. I think some of this used to be wall, like we were seeing in the other areas alongside the road. All right, guys, so I'm starting to remember why I chose the trail that I did last time. Because this side over here is mostly very steep hills. And not really any trails going on up here. So this goes on and on all the way down the road here. Not gonna spend a whole lot of time on that. I'm gonna be looking for some evidence that is a little bit more substantial. All right, so this was one of these little spillway type areas I was talking about. Let's see if I can get up here, guys. See what's going on. Oh, little balancing act here. Interesting corner going on. Oop. Oh man, these rocks were destruction, very slippery. What's going on? What is that? It looks like building materials. There's the first brick of the day, guys. Check it out up in here. You can see the perfect line. I mean, it looks like structure to me. But let's see. I'm gonna try to get up here a little bit further. This is pretty insane, guys. I mentioned in my previous video, or one of them, you know, as a teenager, these roads were still open. And there's another piece of brick. There used to be like a little waterfall type thing in here that we would come to and, you know, kick it and do teenager stuff, but I have not run into that yet. Could have been one of these, I don't know. It's not really ringing a bell. Smell a campfire. Let's see. Not sure how far I'm gonna take this. I mean, and then you got, you know, same stuff we see everywhere. Oh, I'm already up here, so check it out. Going on. All right, here we are. I made it all the way up here, and then my phone tells me my storage is full. You know, it's funny how recently I don't even have nearly as many videos or photos that I've had on my phone before, but yet my storage gets full. Yeah. What a joke. Look at this, guys. So there's like a perfect little wall right here, still remaining. Trying to be careful. I don't know what I'm stepping in. Get a look up here, guys. What do you think? Is this destroyed infrastructure here? I'm gonna make my way back to the bicycle. All on the side of both of these hills. Look at this tree, guys, just consuming this wall here. Another little, these drive areas or whatever. Looks like somebody's been doing some clearing. I found this. I was able to knock that brick loose off of there. No stamp. But something else I noticed, guys, and somebody has cleared, you know, their little roadblock down there. So it's possible to get a vehicle in here. But we've got this cable. Looks like it's wrapped around the tree over here. Stretches here. And then they've got it pinned down. So, just something I noticed, you know, you gotta be aware of your surroundings in places like this. But, you know, is this something that they activate, you know, at night or whatever, when they don't want another vehicle or people coming in back here? Who knows? But I'm gonna continue on down here, guys. Oh, by the way, this little section goes on and on and on and on and on. Probably pointed this out to you before. If I have, I'm sorry for that. And then we've got another little spillway area. I don't know what else to call it. There's Mr. Sun. And they all have, you know, the drains that run under the street here. Oh wow, this one looks really interesting. Now let me grab the bike and we'll take a quick peek in here. All right, guys, what is going on in here? I mean, look at the destruction. I don't fall in a hole. This goes on and on up here. Just a little further here. Oop. Jeez. And I'm trying to show you, man, see, some of these are loose. This other side, pretty much mirroring this over here, if I can get turned around. So I didn't make it very far here, but you know, so this road, as you can see, it's the reason they shut this place down. There are sinkholes all along here. What's going on over here, guys? So this is the trail we looked at. Hopefully I don't fall in the sinkhole. And there's an ancient looking wall down here. want to show it to you guys again, but I don't really want to get back on that trail. Like I said, I'll insert a video or, you know, my first explore of this area in here. Try to get you a view off the ledge. But, you know, we're about 15 feet or so up here. Just destruction all along the trail. So here's something interesting. I didn't really look around up top here last time. Check out these old steel grates, 1/2 inch thick. Got some newer stuff in here. I think, you know, like I mentioned in the other video, they tried to salvage this place. So this is some kind of a repair or something here. And they had these massive blocks stacked against this ancient wall, trying to hold it up, I do believe. I want to get over there. It's real sketch in here, guys. As you can see, this thing's fallen in. But there's some of the original wall behind here. And then I don't know if I can get you through the tree. You know, it continues. Basically, retaining the land that the road sits on here. I can, man, I do not trust this at all, but risking it for the research, guys. I mean, look at, this looks hollow under that. Little view of the wall here. Almost looks like stairs in there. Thought this little section that was peeling off here was interesting. Alright, so we've reached the other side here. I'm gonna follow this trail back in here for just a little bit, see if there's anything interesting going on. And I'm trying to get a few more views in here just because more of the leaves have fallen. So you can see a little bit better. But, so the trail I took last time was this one here. And I might actually go back down here just to show you guys the wall again, because it's really the only wall that I've found like it in Kansas City thus far, excuse me. But I see, the guys up in the Northeast seem to run into them quite a bit. Got some stuff going on down here. It looks real muddy. But I'm gonna check this other area out and we'll see if there's anything interesting. Massive piece of steel. So basically this just brought me down here by the so-called riverbank. What is going on? There's some more metal stuff over here. Some more vehicles. Look at this. What is going on? It's like a tailgate or something. Some sort of latch. And I'm not real sure what that is. Very bizarre. Almost looks like a massive barrel or something. Bricks. What else is in here? A whole lot, guys. What is going on here? Oh, it's another. Thought it was a rock. Looks like another one of these massive steel barrel looking things. Weird. Looks like there's another trail that goes back up over there. I think I'm gonna head back to the road, guys, and see if I can't find something a little more interesting for you. So I'm over here on this bridge. I noticed these down here, wondering if these aren't some original supports to an original bridge. Look like those, they're encased in steel, kind of like what those barrel things that we were finding down there looked like or resembled. So we've got those two there. There's two over here. Just found that fascinating. Not sure why else these would exist. All right, guys, I don't want to drag the bike through this trail again because it really sucks, and you're gonna see why, but hoping I'm close enough here I can walk over and give you a quick second look at this wall. Ah, shoot, it's a little further in here. Ah, boy. Yeah. Look at this. It's just all falling down. Obvious mortar. Massive blocked out stuff. Now look at the trail, guys. This is what most of it consists of. Just destruction. Check it out. Look at these. These little stones in between these massive ones, guys. Is that how this was built? I don't think so. And then that's the little Band-Aid, I do believe, that they put on this to try to keep the road from completely caving in. But like I mentioned, I'll put a link to my first explore of this area in the description for you guys. I want you guys to see this cluster I'm standing on. And of course, you know, there's glass and pottery and just about everything imaginable in here. But I'd like to know who the hell went around sticking stickers on stuff all throughout this area. This is just a piece of china laying around. But anyways, well guys, pretty lackluster as far as that end goes. I pretty much consider that area of Blue River Road concluded. But so I'm back in this open area where we found a ton of evidence, and I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but there's another drive, I believe, that's right here on top of, sorry, I need to get you backed out first. On top of this newer retaining wall, but it angles up the side of the hill again, and there's a actual gate post, or what looks like an old gate post right here. But so down here, there's a little trail entry that gets me up on one of these tiers, and we've actually investigated that whole area up top there. However, I completely disregarded this spot. I think I'm gonna try to get back up there and see if I can look at this area better. Try to get you something in here before the battery runs out. All right, guys, so I'm an idiot. But again, I'm not gonna drag my bike through here. Already done it once. And yes, I have already showed this to you. My apologies, sometimes I forget, guys, but I'll go ahead and show you again. This is the little drive that comes up here. And then we get into what looks like a cement drive. So yes, my theory was also correct on that. I've become very good at being able to spot these little drives. And this is where I ran into this destruction. And I believe I found, no, it was same explorer, different place, my Purrington paver, or what I like to refer to as the Purvington paver. There's those steel pipes again. And then this beauty. Still unsure what this was. Looks very similar, except bigger, to, you know, what you see around manhole covers. But anyways, I thought I was seeing some kind of a wall holding this tier up. Let me crawl in here real quick. Avoid these thorns. What is going on? Looks like there's another piece. Oh yes, there's wall in here. Oh, there goes my hat. So there's a slab here, guys. Let me grab this again. Everything grabs me as I'm walking through. So here's some remains of an obvious wall, guys. Trying to get you in here the best I can. All right. What's going on this other side? This. Oh, plastic. What is going on here? Oh, I thought this was something else. Oh, the sun's gonna be in the way. Dang it. Anyways, I'll just walk up through here, I think. Views. We're climbing out of here. Jeez. And then it looks like there's another wall here. So there would have been a tier here, possibly another drive. And a tier here as well. And then it would have snaked around, looks like. Whew. Oh yeah, that is all along here, guys. There's some more brick. More of the wall, and then it curves around here. Sorry if it's hard for you to see. What else? I mean, look at this chunk. You can still see the mortar in it, guys. Just a cluster of cooked out building materials, in my opinion. Might be another staircase hidden in here somewhere. What we got over here, just in the side of this. Ooh. Well, another cooked out brick. By the way, I found this on the ground, which I thought was interesting. Can't remember if I climbed up here before. A couple massive chunks here. This one is particularly interesting to me. All right, guys, so had Mr. Ranger pull up on me there. So I was digging around, but I was pretty much done. I had to abort mission today. It's just still too muddy. I couldn't even keep myself or my feet planted. But I'm riding back, trying to get back to the old Trolley Trail. Might check out a few more areas in there on my way back to the city or the homestead. But check out this little piece of destruction here on the side of the street. Massive terracotta pipe. And then we got these guys, like, what's going on here? These street lights just in the middle of this field. Very bizarre to me, and what's even more bizarre are these shell covers. I have never seen those. And you know, these have like the fluted looking design to them. I think these are old world, guys. There's a little plate. Can't really read it. I'll try to get you in here. But this is probably the coolest thing I've found today, to be honest with you. I mean, everything's pretty cool, but I've never seen shell nut covers for street lamps. And then what the hell are they doing here? Give you some perspective. There's a little arrow looking thing at the top, but very interesting. And you know, they're pointing over here. And then once you get into that area, we're grinding up the old world. That's right. Major old world deletion program going on over there. So let's see what's on the other side of this drain real quick. Already kind of did a quick scan as I was riding along. But basically, just more destroyed infrastructure, in my opinion. Another little canal or whatever type area. Really steep down there. One more little quick view. We got another one right here. Union Metal Manufacturing. Guys, usually try to show you, what I'm doing, but I'm back off or on the trolley trail. There's this abandoned road that winds down through here. I have not investigated yet. There's a lot of people that live out here, so it makes it a little difficult, but I find myself down at the bottom of where that massive pipe is that we ran into. So I might be able to access it a little easier down here. There's a little trail through here. You can see it. So I'm gonna work my way through there and I'll see you on the other side. I think that's about as far as I'm gonna drag the bike. But I want to show you what's going on the sides of this thing, if I can. Got remains of wall on either side of this. All right, what is going on over here, guys? Wow. All right, hold on. I gotta watch where I'm stepping. Unbelievable. What is going on? Here's that pipe running through. This is the only exposed section that I could see in here. And then what in the world? Man, I'm trying to get over here. Is going on inside here, guys? I have to pull the flashlight out. Let's see. Wow, feels really cool in there. Check the bike. Give me just a second. Well, not sure how far I can get you. Looks like, yeah. Hold on, guys. Let me get you zoomed. See if I can get the light in there. And it's gonna be hard for you to see. Goes way in there. Trying to deal with the light and the camera here. I can't get you much better than that, but whew. Very interesting stuff going on here. Get out of here, guys. Everything wants to grab me and whatever. Jeez. Alright. So, got some cooked out bricks here, of course. This one almost turning into what looks like rock. Well, guys, I've made it down the road here. We're in this little valley, and the road ends here, and then looks like it continues on. This stuff's looking familiar. And we got this going on, which I never would have known about unless I came down this road. Very wild stuff. But, so what's going on here? You can kind of see the layers of what once was a road. Massive pipe right here. And then that continues on. Might very well. So there's another road that runs up top here that is abandoned as well, kind of runs under these power lines. And this might end up connecting with that. When I was investigating that road, I didn't get too far because there was a very strange truck back in there. And try to avoid the funk when I can. But this is a very interesting place here, guys. What's going on? Let's get across to the other side. Look at this in here. Look at this rock, guys. This quote unquote rock. Alright. I mean, look at the arch on this thing. Pretty incredible. So that pipe is coming, I think the one we looked at over there was running under this into this little box thing. Very bizarre. They're not gonna stick a date on this for us? What's the deal? I want to get in here, but let's see. Look at this. Hello? Hello? If that isn't the most amazing sound I've ever heard. Hello. Oh, so this looks like, you know, this stuff has the wood grain in it. What is the deal? I've seen that a lot in some of Pants on the Ground videos. Also seen it elsewhere. Again with these nail. It looks like there's nails in there. Very bizarre, guys. Some random steel. There's some bizarro layers of stuff going on in here, guys. There's some more of that quartering pattern we see everywhere. Trying to show you that pipe. You can't see it, I don't think, because of the reflection. Runs under there and then into this weird little box. Alright, so just a little perspective. There's the street. It's closed off. It winds down here. This is the Trolley Trail. Used to be a pretty established camp over here, which is why I did not investigate this area. But look in here, guys. Just in this, destruction everywhere. Pipe, glass, brick. This whole freaking place right here. And by the way, what's this doing here? I don't know. Take a quick little walk in here. Also, these are in here as well. We've been running into those everywhere in here. What a mess. And so, by the way, somebody lost their sexy shoe. Let me make my way back over here. It's a rear rack. So all along this abandoned road here, I just came up, and by the way, guys, as I was riding out of here, there is somebody camped out back there. Could hear them banging on something. Apparently they weren't too concerned with me. They probably heard me singing in the tunnel, but you know, guys, most of them are harmless, but you never know. Just more cooked out pieces of pipe. Oh, did I get to my story? I don't know. Oh, look at this. Another Kansas City Coke bottle. Still haven't found my full one, guys. But so my story was, as I keep getting distracted, all along the road here, there's just this mound. Not sure if you can see it. You know, with all the destruction in it, it's like they just cleared out an area, pushed it all to the side, washed their hands of it. But that's my opinion anyhow. Just kind of digging around. Never know what you might run into. I see a brick over here. Nope, just a piece of pipe again. Interesting green jar here that I've never seen. Who knows how old it is, but quite a bit of newer stuff in here, obviously, because of the camps, but the cooked out bricks and pipes and everything else, guys, what's going on? Where'd he go? There's just a guy up there grinding up the old world. So if I can get my bike in a position where it's not going to get taken here, I might try to climb down. I still haven't looked inside of here yet at this destruction. Alright guys, here we are. Some more of this grooved looking slab. What is going on in here? Just destruction. Sorry for the noise, guys. I'm not sure what they're doing. Been wanting to crawl down in here for a while. There's a camp right up here, which is why I haven't done so. You can see it. They always seem to be a little strategically placed. Look at this. Look how thick that is. Is this natural, guys? What's going on? Never-ending supply of shopping carts. on in the hill over here? And you know, there's some industrial type places around here, so some of this could have been dumped. But what's going on with this, guys? This is crazy. Actually, I don't know. Oh, well. It's flipped over or something. Pretty incredible.